Hello Aries, how are you? Welcome to my channel, International Tarot. My name is Jane. If you haven't been here to my channel before, this is actually my fourth time doing these readings. I started back in November and I do 2 readings in each video. I start with a love reading and a general. If you are more interested in the love aspect, I do ask that maybe you stay until I at least draw the cards for the general, because sometimes the energies carry over. Now, I did get a new deck this time, totally different artwork. This is called the Tarot of Delphi, and it is Edwardian and Victorian artwork. It's quite beautiful. I'm an art lover myself, so for me this deck really spoke to me, and hopefully you will enjoy it as well. And it is quite different, actually. The face cards are quite different, and they take on different personalities than the Rider-Waite, so it'll be kind of an interesting twist, I think. As I'm shuffling here, and I just want you to know, a lot of people were asking about this candle holder. I just got it at TJ Maxx. So just FYI, just TJ Maxx, maybe at Ross somewhere. I think it was like $6 or something. $4 maybe, I don't remember. And that is pretty much it. And I'll keep shuffling here for just a few more minutes. So this is for Aries love reading for February 2016. I'm not used to shuffling this way. I love this deck so much, and I don't want to bend the cards. So I'm shuffling a little bit different with this deck. So Aries love energies for February 2016. A few more minutes, I think. Aries love energies for February 2016. Okay, here we go. Oh, and if you guys are interested in a personal reading, I put all my information below in the description box, so just FYI on that. Okay, so Aries, February 2016, love reading. 7 of Coins, 5 of Cups, Hero of Cups, Devotee of Cups. So these are the face cards. I was saying they're different. We don't have the king, the queen, the page, all that. They are definitely different personalities. Hero of Coins. Threads of Fate, which is like the Wheel of Fortune. The Enchantress of Swords. Temperance. And the 6 of Cups. Okay, let's make sure you can see all those. Looks like there might be a little bit of a glare, but that's okay. I'll hold them up so you can see. Starting with the 7 of Coins and the 5 of Cups right out of the gate. I see you going through a little bit of a break. The 7 of Coins often indicates some level of dissatisfaction toward all of the hard work that you've put in, the time, the effort, the energy, especially in a relationship. And somehow, even though you have accomplished a lot, see, one of the things about this woman here in this card is she's wearing a gold bracelet. and you don't wear gold bracelets unless you have been successful. So in a relationship or in the dating realm, maybe there have been good partners for you. You have been putting effort, but maybe it's just not quite exactly what you wanted. It's not quite exactly what you were expecting it to be. In a committed relationship, perhaps you are stepping back, taking a breather, taking a break, and just reassessing your situation, reassessing the direction you're going, reassessing, maybe you're putting in too much effort. Are you getting the reward out of it? So a really, it's kind of like a card of dualities. Again, it is a 7 associated with the Chariot in the Major Arcana. And the Chariot is opposites. You have a lot, but you don't feel like you have a lot. And this can even be like wanting what you have versus having what you want. And it's certainly, there's just a mindset here that is prominent, and it's coming out directly in the first card of the reading. So it's probably something that you've been experiencing over the past few weeks, and probably might continue to experience moving into the end of January, beginning of February. And perhaps that dissatisfaction is really coming from something in the past, something that didn't work out, something that you worked hard for, that you put the energy in, but yet you're still mourning some sort of loss. And the 5 of Cups is a woman here looking out over her jug, over her jar, but neglects what's standing right behind her, which is children and happiness and sweetness and love and people that support her. You have blessings in your life. Don't neglect them. Don't get so caught up in your dissatisfaction, don't get so caught up in taking a break and reassessing that you forget to see the blessings that you have in your life. In a relationship, it can mean looking for the good things that you have, looking for the good things that your partner brings to the table, looking for the good things that you bring to the table, and expressing gratitude for those things that you've built together. Being single, or maybe just starting to get to know someone, don't neglect the good qualities in others. Don't write them off entirely because you're so hung up on something that occurred in the past. The Hero of Cups is kind of an interesting character. Now, I've tried to relate these to the pages, the knights, and all of that, but I really wasn't truly able to do that. They really do have their own personalities. So for me, the Hero of Cups can probably be more equated to, it's like a messenger, kind of like the Page, but not really. And I'll probably use similar words. I hope you guys don't get confused, but this is an image of a warrior coming home from battle, tired and relaxing, drinking, and reporting back to people around him. It's a card of communication. So a card of even objectivity versus subjectivity. And in the realm of the heart, it is incredibly difficult to be objective as opposed to subjective, because we all have a bias. We all are, swayed one way or another based on our past experiences, based on, maybe you might even be feeling like you are doing more work than your partner. This is directly connected with, you have multiple people, the hero, the devotee, the Hero of Coins as well, and the Enchantress of Swords. So you have a really great mix of people. So maybe even a level of dissatisfaction toward your partner. And for some reason, I'm really leaning toward this Hero of Coins as being a partner, someone you're dating, a potential partner, someone in your life who's causing a little bit of disturbance in your life. Not necessarily in such a bad way, but someone who is coming up and sort of ruffling feathers a little bit. The Hero of Coins is an image of Hercules battling and overcoming the spirit of death. And someone who, especially for us ladies, it's not that bad of a card to look at. You know, he's strong, he's virile, he's overpowering, and sometimes if this truly is a partner, that type of personality, that type of even like aggressive approach toward things, toward life, toward finances, since it's the coins, toward love, cannot always be the best. And if you're totally single, maybe this is kind of the way that you feel, like the dates that you've been having, maybe people are like more drawn to you than you are drawn to them. And that's kind of, you know, the Five of Cups, kind of what I was saying, where maybe it's time to really start seeing the good qualities in people and appreciate them for who they are, as opposed to being so focused on something that once was or something that we've lost. And with the Devotee of Cups directly next to it and even squaring up, I see this as your energy. Now, you, Aries, are a fire sign, but because of the red in her robe, even though she's the Enchantress of Swords, that red is so bright and so vibrant, so beautiful. And you are a fire sign. You are the first sign in the zodiac, and you're a fire sign. So I'm sensing that this is you, so male or female. And the Enchantress of Swords is actually an image of I forget what it's called, like a sibyl, I believe they called it, like a prophetess, a prophet. Women who were gifted somehow from the gods, from the divine, gifted with this uncanny knowledge for everything in life, all wisdom. And that's you, Enchantress of Swords, a master of intellect, a master of knowledge, and incredibly capable of seeing the good things in people, of seeing what there is and seeing what could be. The Devotee of Cups is like totally the opposite of both of these cards. I mean, when you look at these, even though she's sitting still, she's quiet, but you can tell she's on fire. Her mind is on fire. She is very active. And here he's even actively fighting, right? And then there's this sweet, quiet, really meditative type of card. Hold on just one second, actually. I just had to close my door. She's been sent out to fill the water jug. And as she sits, she is surrounded by majestic mountains and the head of a lion, really fiery, really bold images, but yet she is at peace. She is being quiet. She is meditating. And the reason why that's significant is whatever your situation, single or in a relationship, I feel like you truly need a moment of peace. And you truly need to turn around this assessment, this feeling of lack, this whatever this is, however it speaks to you. You really need to turn it around, and only through reconnecting with that higher self, with your higher spirit as a prophet, as a prophetess, you have the ability, but maybe you're just a little bit off track. Now, coming back up here to this Hero of Cups, this idea of reporting and communicating feelings or matters of the heart in as an objective manner as you possibly can. I know that can be difficult, but I see that connecting the Five of Cups, this person, so either someone in your life or someone new, or, you know, if you aren't dating anybody, it could even be, I mean, if you're not dating any one person in particular, you know, it can be just indicative of people that you are dating. But it also connects as the threads of fate, the Wheel of Fortune, which is that new leaf, that new phase, that new cycle in your life. And here she is, like a puppet master, puppeteering the, you know, she's fate, she's controlling the strings, she's making things happen, and you are about to embark upon a new way of thinking, and it's here in your cards, Temperance. Whatever this Seven of Coins, Five of Cups is for you, you find a sense of peace. This is a peaceful card, especially directly connected with the Hero of Coins. So a balance in regards to this person, your partner, people you're dating. This card is, I mean, there's a rainbow here up at the top. There's butterflies flying around. Very calm, very serene, in, you know, a garden full of roses. A lot of roses in these cards, which I personally love. And then immediately followed by the Six of Cups. Six of Cups is, if you remember in the Rider-Waite deck, it's like two children in a garden with the cups and the white flowers. And here you have the two children, and it's very sweet, it's very calm, it's very innocent and genuine. And I think you find a sweetness. Perhaps this personality is something that you feel must be tamed, and you feel, or you do, you either feel like you must or you actually do, really channel and hone in on your prophetess self, the prophet within you, that place of being able to effectively communicate with people, and being able to, I hate to use this word, but it came to mind, even be able to manipulate the situation in your favor, in order to find peace, doing it for the greater good. Because here, this person is, you know, fate is manipulating the situation. If it is fate, then it is meant to be. And you finding serenity, finding balance, finding sweetness and a genuine connection with your partner or with someone. Because it is the Six of Cups, it tends to lend to maybe someone that you know, someone that you're already dating, someone that perhaps you have a history with. And the hero is probably someone that you have a relationship with, or someone that you at least know, as opposed to, you know, someone new coming in. And if you're entirely single and there isn't anybody there, perhaps there might be a reconnection with someone that you know, with someone in your life. It could be an ex, maybe. It could be just a childhood friend, someone that you know, just know through the family. Or someone that you just know through social circles. It's given here by the Hero of Cups. So, but all of this energy is really focused, really like circulating around this Hero of Coins. This person is, you know, strong. This person is very strong. It's certainly an equal match for you, but has a different approach to life and life's problems. And there just might be a little bit of a disconnect. I mean, the aggressive nature in this card versus the more passionate nature in this card, and the deep colors of the reds versus the grays and the dark blacks, with him, you know, battling the spirit of death. So it's different, and there might be a disconnect. You know, we are experiencing a Mercury retrograde right now as we speak, so it doesn't surprise me, or it doesn't, you know, it doesn't really faze me that there might be, you know, that I'm getting cards of communication and cards of secret, and even, you know, cards of manipulation a little bit, because of what's going on in the stars, what's going on in the sky right now. Again, I'm not an astrologer, but I do know a little bit about the Mercury retrograde that we're going through right now. So let me go ahead and pull out one more card. I think this devotee of cups here is an important thing that must occur. A message of love. You know, if I were to equate that to a card in the Rider-Waite, I would probably equate it to the Page of Cups. So some indications, some message, some form of communication. Okay, here we go. Ah, table's too small. Okay. And the Four of Cups, which, again, similar to the Seven of Coins and the Five of Cups, is kind of like retreating and pulling back. It is stepping away from whatever it is that's happening and disengaging, disconnecting yourself, not committing to anything, not, you know, not making any commitments to anyone, not making any promises. I don't know if you can see these, but here you have a woman who is just sitting up against the wall, and she's, you know, smelling a flower. And for me, this card also indicates appreciating the small things in life, which seems to be a theme of this reading. A love reading, a relationship reading, oftentimes reflects back on us and the things that are going on within our own minds, within our own hearts, regardless of what's happening with an external partner. And gratitude seems to be a key player for you. And not forgetting to looking and seeing the blessings that you have, the blessings that are in your life. Why are you so focused on the things that you've lost, the things that once were, the things that once were full and no longer are, when you have beautiful things in your life? Opening communication. If there is truly a disconnect, if you're feeling like the partner, your husband, your wife, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, or people that you're just dating, that you're just getting to know, if you feel like you're just not on the same page, you're just not communicating well, things really aren't meshing well, there is peace at the end of it for you. Maybe the Four of Cups showed up as a point of advice. Don't lock yourself into anything. Don't put yourself in any situations in which you really don't want to be. And Hero of Cups, communicate what you're feeling. Communicate effectively as you can, and you are Enchantress of Swords after all. Swords, communication, intellect, you have that ability to do that, but also don't try to, like, when I say don't lock yourselves into anything, don't get yourself committed to something that you don't want to do. Like, if you're feeling like maybe now is not the right time for something in your life, or maybe, like, really, if you're single and you just don't have a partner, or you don't have, any real significant prospects in your life, maybe it's really just time to be on your own for a while. Not forever, just for a while. Remember, these energies are temporary. It's not like an end-all be-all for the rest of your life. It's a short phase, short period of time. So while you do have the Temperance card, which is the balance, where your head meets your heart, and that actually even makes sense, because your head, the swords, and your heart, the cups. Finding that balance within yourself and finding that balance with someone else, finding the sweetness that can be with the Six of Cups, that sweetness and that joy and that innocence can be rekindled in that relationship. But again, don't do things that you don't feel like you genuinely want to do. Don't just say things just to say them. Make sure that you're being an honest reporter. Make sure you're being as objective as possible and not just saying what needs to be said in order to resolve a situation. Do I make sense? I hope I do. Now we're going to do just a general reading. So this isn't just for matters of the heart. This is for all areas of life, including family, finances, career, any opportunities, passions, things that can enter into your life. We're keeping it open for all messages that you are meant to receive. So this is a general reading for Aries for February 2016. going to allow that one. Okay, I know a lot of I know a lot of tarot readers always pull out the cards that jump out like that. For me, it's just like too disorganized. I can't handle it. Maybe that's the Virgo in me. I can't do that. I need to pull them all out as they come, as they're supposed to come out. So if it jumps out and I don't pull it, don't think that I'm ignoring messages from the universe. It's just not the way I pull cards. Okay, a couple more. Okay, here we go. General reading for Aries for February 2016. General energies. The Fool. The Artisan of Swords. And the High Priestess. Oh, I love this card. My favorite. Death. Again, the Enchantress of Swords. Again, Temperance. The Four of Wands. The Empress. And the Artisan of Wands. Okay, two things. This deck has two Empress cards, and you can use one or the other, or you can use both. I have chosen to use both. The Empress originally started as an equal counterpart to the Emperor. She was a military force. She was truly an empress. And over time, she sort of morphed into this Venus, Mother Earth character. I love both, so I'm using both cards. And I'm really happy that the Empress came out, the more military one, because as an Aries, the Emperor in the tarot is the card of Aries. So for me, this is also a card of Aries, the Empress. So this is truly you with the Enchantress of Swords. So really the best of both worlds. This is you harnessing that really amazing Aries energy that you are and using it for your benefit. And you have the Artisan of Wands here, which I'm quite excited about. The Fool. I'm going to start at the beginning, okay? The Fool. This is a card of Orpheus emerging from the shade and has no idea that he is about to embark upon an incredibly intense and immensely significant journey. No idea. That is why he is the Fool. You, Aries, are about to embark upon an immensely significant journey in your life. Something truly new, something truly beneficial, something that can truly change your life. There will be ups, there will be downs, successes and failures, like there always is in life. But you somehow are starting at the beginning of a cycle, a new era for you. And it's a long period of time. The Fool indicates, like even though I said that this is, short-term readings, it is. But this shows me that something in your life is really just beginning, and you're in it for the long haul. So whether it's a career change, a relationship change, a turning a new leaf with family, a new passion, a new endeavor of some sort, you're at the beginning, and it's going to be an amazing ride. The Artisan of Swords. You have two artisans here. Artisans being the more utility, meaning utility and using the things of their sign. So the Artisan of Swords, this is an artisan, a craftsman of a sword that every Roman soldier was required to carry. a protector of people, a protector of a nation, a protector of intellect, our minds, our approach to life, the things that we want to hold on to, the things that we want to protect. That's the only word that it's really coming to mind right now. The Artisan of Swords, and this can be a person. For me, the Artisans, they take on a different twist, take on a different air, like I was saying. I don't find them as a perfect match to the Knight or to the King. I find them as more counterparts, colleagues, people in your professional and social sphere, people that perhaps you can communicate with very well, especially the Artisan of Swords. You may have that intellectual connection. This card here at the end, the Artisan of Wands, someone perhaps in your same field, someone that you know, this is an image of an architect in Roman times, in Grecian times. They're responsible for building these empires who have created things that have lasted thousands and thousands of years. They're creators. They create things. They make things happen. Incredibly positive energies for someone who's at the Fool stage right now. People that you can leverage, people that you can use, you know, use their knowledge, use their connections, and don't, you know, use them, but leverage them. Build genuine relationships, build genuine connections, and allow that to bring yourself up. So for general reading, this is a really great general reading. A lot of times the love energies sort of creep in, and that's fine, but I like it when there's a separation, because there are so many elements to our lives that sometimes it's important for us to get guidance in both areas. You have the High Priestess in your side. This is one of my favorite cards in this deck. Look how beautiful she is. Peaceful and serene, and she's in a very meditative state. Now, the High Priestess represents within us that connection with our greater selves, with the universe, and following your gut. Following your gut, following what feels right. And as the Fool, I mean, you don't really have a choice. You have nowhere to go but forward. That's it. There's nowhere else. So you are going to follow your gut, even if you aren't realizing it. Aries, you have the reputation of jumping into things, of being a quick start. You naturally follow your gut. You naturally do things that feel natural, which is great. You're not suppressing things. You don't, like as a Virgo, I way overthink things sometimes. I'm incredibly cautious. You aren't. You are a type A personality. You go after life aggressively, which is a wonderful trait to have. So because you have the Fool, you also have death. Beginnings and ends. Beginnings and closures of past chapters in your life. The Enchantress of Swords, I probably don't need to go into so much detail about this just because I've already talked about her. But Aries, this is also you. The Enchantress of Swords and the Empress. Like, you are about to go to war. Not war, you know, literally, but a war in your new journey. You're going to attack it. You're going to kill it. You're going to go after it, and you're going to make stuff happen. And you're going to conquer nations. You're going to go get that new job. You're going to start that new business. You're going to finally get around to making that model airplane or whatever it is. I know my examples might be silly, but there's always something in our life that may have been sitting on the back burner. And once and for all, Aries, you are going to make it happen. The Enchantress of Swords, again, the prophet, the prophetess, meaning you have a vision. You have like you're a holder of secrets, a holder of the secrets of the universe, and you're channeling those into being productive. You're channeling that higher purpose, that greater good, into something that is like, you give it utility. You don't just think about it. You don't just follow your gut. You don't just hold the secrets. You're going out and you're aggressively attacking them and making them work in your favor. The Four of Wands, the Artisan of Wands and the Four of Wands here. Do those have a glare on them? Yes, they do. I need to figure out how to get rid of this glare. The Four of Wands, it's in the Rider-Waite, it's like stability, but for me, this card really leans more toward social, being social, going out, having a good time. It means the same thing in the other deck too, but I'm leaning more towards just having a good time, meeting up with friends, and solidifying your social circle. Like I said, the Artisan of Wands, the Artisan of Swords, these are two key individuals. I'm seeing them as two very distinct people in your life. You may or may not know who they are. They might not be in your life yet, but they're in your sphere. They're in your realm, and they are the sort of the secret keepers, I guess, of your industry. Not necessarily just your career industry, any industry that you're, embarking upon. And two key people that you can generate relationships with through, like, it doesn't need to be ulterior motives. You don't need to reach out to them and use them and, try to get their secrets, try to get ideas of how they do things. It's not like that. It's you enjoy them, they enjoy you. You connect intellectually, you connect on a passion level, you have similar interests, and you get along, and you help each other. Just as much as they help you, you help them. I mean, here you are. You are exerting energy toward them as well. This person is directly in line with you. Both cards are you. They are directly connected with you in many ways. And in many ways, you will find, we pulled out the Temperance card again, so that's definitely a theme for you as well. Balance. The mind versus the heart finally coming to an agreement. Finally coming to a state of equilibrium. And I'm even wondering, no, okay. So a really positive thing for you, career-wise, family-wise, just going out and having a good time with members of your family, and you, there might be, if there was some sort of health issue or someone passed away and you are trying to work through something, there is a new chapter in your life. If someone, was diagnosed with something pretty significant, pretty serious, this is really time for you to talk to people, to join social circles, to join groups, and to reach out and be a part of the community and to contribute as much as you give. It's a give-take situation in this reading. It's important to find balance, but you have the power within you to change your situation, to change whatever it is, because you have the power of the Fool on your side. You have that period of closure with death. You are both the Empress and the Enchantress of Swords. And you have people around you, people in your sphere that share your passion. Okay. I need to kind of go like this, I think. And the Seven of Wands, which is kind of a card of opposition. It's a 7. So let me just pull this up here. So here you are. This is your energy. And you are being forced to sort of defend things. There might be external forces, mostly people's opinions, people's idea of what your life should be, of what your choices should be. You know, when you're at the Fool stage and you have death in your cards, meaning there is a significant transition happening right now, it is very common for other people, especially when you're being so social and you're going out and meeting people and like actively reaching out. It is very common for people to express their opinions about your life. They think you should be something, you should do something, you should, you know, focus in certain areas, and they'll be vocal about it. You know, there's lots of people here in this reading, lots of people. And people seem to feel significant when they can project their insecurities onto someone else. It's very common. And those projections of their insecurities are not your problem. This is not your issue. You are strong, you are steadfast, and you have a lot to offer. There is no reason why you should allow other people to affect the choices that you're making. This is your life. You know what's best. You have the power of the High Priestess as well. You know what's best and you are forging ahead. So don't allow yourself to get distracted. Don't allow yourself to give up too easily because of things that people say. Because ultimately it doesn't matter. And it's your life. And you are the one making things happen. So, okay, I think that's everything for you, Aries. Thank you so much for watching. And I hope you like the new deck. I know it's certainly a lot more detailed and probably a little bit more difficult to see. But for me, it's officially my favorite deck, without question. So that's it. Thank you so much and good luck this month.